In this video, I'll show you how you can throw away false positives by blacklisting them in Eval villain. So here we're on Google, and we'll illustrate the problem by adding a bunch of URL parameters that just contain very common strings. Eval villain gets excited seeing that the character A from the URL parameter C is also found inside of inner HTML. This isn't cross-site scripting, of course. This is purely coincidental. These characters are very common. True, false, A, and E are all very common. So how can we throw away that information? Because all of this is annoying to look at. Rather than disabling URL parameters and throwing away, adding false negatives that way, we can blacklist individual sources that match a certain pattern. For example, if a source is small, it's 3 characters or less, space padded, then we're probably not interested in it. So we enable the small stuff blacklist, and all those single character findings, all those single character sources are not showing up in our interesting results. Similar with Boolean, we can enable the Boolean blacklist, and now we get no false positives. This does cause false negatives though. For example, if Google were to actually use the A URL parameter inside of Eval villain will not notify us because that parameter is blacklisted. The way around this is to just throw in random values whenever you see a blacklisted value. At that point, the new value that's not blacklisted will be notified you will be notified when it hits a sync. It's also worth seeing this parameter here contains a blacklisted value encoded, but it also contains the value secret. This decoded value secret is not blacklisted, so it's displayed and discovered even though it is encoded next to a blacklisted value. You can quickly enable and disable blacklists in the drop-down menu, or you can go to Configure and add and delete them. Careful adding them because it does give you the potential for false negatives. In general, you are going to want to add them as regular expression using slashes and match from beginning to end. Otherwise, you'll get a substring search. So for example, this will match and remove any source that is only null, whereas this will match and remove any source that contains those 4 characters NULL at any point inside of the entire string.